crap, how am I at 20k life? 200k life, that's huge. Oh, it's because my temporary buffs are giving me...
We're all in healing right.
Yeah, I'm just going, why do I have 300k life? No,
Don't know,
290.
but we can push forward now. Because they're going to keep coming. I'm going to deal with controlling the caster on the left.
Stun.
So apparently Solar Beam does not prevent them from doing their one uninterruptible cry.
Yeah, that's uninterrupted.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, I figured stun certainly stops them from doing it. I figured silence would have done it.
Stun doesn't really stop them. Or doesn't really stop them from casting, it just stuns them. I know.
It's time. You're buying a little bit of time.
I know. Mechanics is silly. Why do we have them? I don't know.
Because no one wants to repair their own car.
Because we didn't go to electric before we went to internal combustion engine. Is there any trash from the mobs? Go ahead and gather it now.
Rostakon's magic has turned our own weapon against us.
He was a noble fellow who deserved
Alright, I'm doing
better.
a cauldron.
Heroes, do what you
Thanks
have
to
to.
Riot's herbs that she
Please
gave me.
be merciful.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Thank
Who
you.
was not with us last night aside from myself?
I was not.
Nigerian and Carrie.
Yeah, Nigerian and Carol Ann missed out. So did everyone hear my little quick spiel on the difference?
My understanding was we're going to be dealing with Secret Missile, we're going to be dealing with the tank throw, and obviously it's going to hurt more.
Yeah, you certainly can't stand in the crap on the floor like you can on normal. The biggest thing that the non-tanks are going to be dealing with is that occasional fear. And that's just make sure if the fear's coming that you keep a buddy within 5 yards. If you're targeted to be the one that has the tank thrown at you, you just run away from the boss for a little bit till you're clear of other people. And then once the tank is in the air, you just step to the side a little bit. When they hit the ground, you're their buddy. You have to follow them back to the boss and then return out. We can't afford to miss interrupts on ads. Graft is right. It sucks a lot harder for us.
Note that if you're the target for Bestial Throw, you have exactly 5 seconds to get out of the landing zone.
It's plenty of time. And it's going to look like the meteor that you...
It's not going to hurt you nearly as much as it hurts the tank.
Yeah, it's mainly, even if you don't get out of the way of the tank, just don't drop it on other people. You don't even have to be horrendously far away from the boss, because the tank still has to be able to run back. And the bigger thing is you have to run back with the tank until they get at least to the melee.
Everybody taken 2 flash?
Oh, and then ranged need to stop giving the melee a proctology exam during the fight, because that was happening a bit too much last night.
I mean, for a change, everyone was stacked too tightly.
Loosely is kind of what we are right now. We're loosely stacked right now.
The thing is everybody was trying to do the buddy system. That's great. But the problem was the range were coming forward to be up with the melee because we were all in a big clump, which meant all the slams go into the melee, which means there's nowhere safe for the melee to be very quickly. And it's good 2/3, 3/4 of your life if you don't get out of one of those slams in time. And then I'll be the one making sure I swing in for if the solo tank needs a buddy.
Is healing an issue for this one? I usually see 4 healers do this fight, but do you think we'll need 4?
I mean, healing didn't seem to be the issue last night in so much as we'd screw up a mechanic and then get gibbed, and there's no amount of healing is going to fix that.
Stop screwing up.
Pretty much, unfortunately.
It's a good idea to have the, you know, when he does his whatever he does, to have your healing
Gotta have a healing cooldown on those on that smash thing.
The
'Cause it hits
healing
everybody.
cooldown, so we're not everybody's hitting it, and then we don't have anything for the next one. I say start with you, Riria, with your.
Your first healing cooldown on the first smash.
I'll do the second one, and I don't know what you can do, Nigerian. Well, Chakra is coming.
Paladins have an AoE heal that they
She might not be because she started a new job, so she may not be able to stay up late.
One other thing, it's related to how important the interrupts are. Bray, you and Carolean, when we start the fight, you guys go hang out at the Purple Diamond. That way, one of the two of you can be first to interrupt before the melee gets a chance, if an ad spawns over there. The other two markers that I put up are basically just kind of rough ideas for range, so that way you guys aren't inching forward. Just hang out near one of these two markers.
Nigerian, if you're up at the back of the boss, you're going to be with all the melee. So
Melee is less of a find a buddy, and it's more like just stay in the pile. Paladins, and then move out of it when he goes to do the slam.
Paladin's healing is more close to melee than it is to range.
You want the range to be by this green thing?
I think about half of the range should be by the green thing, half of the range should be by the star, circa. It's probably not super critical that there's two groups, in so long as we can get to these two ads in the back and get them interrupted quickly, and that we can get to the two ads that might spawn over by the Purple Diamond and get them interrupted quickly.
Riria, do you want to be over here by the green because you can heal more people there, and I'll just stay over here.
Sure.
By the star thing. That's a smaller group.
That's way further away than.
And if I put the markers too far away, it's meant as.
Let me resolve it.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
It's a rough idea. It's
well.
Generally, yeah.
I wanted something that people could refer to during the fights. That way they don't inch forward.
Yeah, I mean, you want to stay, near your max distance, about 30 to 40 yards away.
Because Nadirian will be able to get Sibsy and Carolean from melee, so that's not an issue.
Looks like everyone's
I can't stand next to. I'll stand next to Sibsy.
I'm kind of standing near the gateway.
Yep, that's fine.
My buddy's not here.
Add. Fear soon.
I'm getting thrown. So when I get thrown, you want to taunt, Beard.
I did taunt. It was kind of weird.
Two.
Watch where the ad falls. Over by the gate.
Standing next to you, Carrie Leanne. That's what I'm trying.
Hope I got close enough for you.
definitely don't want to get caught in
Two.
the floor effect.
Oh, I did 2 abilities.
Bad bye back. Fear soon.
Front right. Got next.
Fear will probably be right after this throw.
Interrupt that. Damn it. Interrupt that.
Three.
It's cooldowns.
Hit him just a hair too late.
Well, he did get an interrupt. He did get a cast off, so that's why.
You're also down to DPS the entire time because no healing went to the backside either with the 2 DPS that we were saying to the other side.
Yeah, I think that's because you know, the healers were standing way too far back at the beginning. I
Okay,
think
because I had
actually,
I had Nadirian up in the melee.
yeah, but the
Okay, well then we'll readjust. So
Sibby, I don't know how to say.
Sibsy.
Sibsy. She was way too far for.
I was mostly chasing, and then finally Quinn would stand next to me. I couldn't find anybody to stand next to me.
Yeah, if you're moving a whole lot during this fight when there isn't crap under your feet, you're kind of
I don't
moving
want to
more
stand
than you
next
need
to
to.
people.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you don't want to stand next to Quinn, 1, because he's feathery, and 2, because he's got the orb thing, and you don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said, so I tried to stay away
No.
from him. Nobody.
I have the trinket.
Oh,
That makes me want to stay away from people.
You know, I had that trinket, and it was too low, so I got rid of it. But anyway, suppose I could get it back. If I had it, that would be okay, wouldn't it?
yeah, because it says people with the trinket are exempt.
Yeah, I wasn't using it. I was using 2 other ones. So
Yeah, Sibsy was where I asked her to be, so.
This was the
I
same
think,
issue we had last time.
maybe if Riot, you stood in the back and I kind of moved myself a little bit more towards the front, then we have a better kind of healing.
okay, because me going over to the star world where the star was, that was a bad
Yeah,
idea.
melee, I'm going to propose that we make a slight change in the way we stand to make our lives a little bit easier. That we start off on that flank of the boss, and then when he goes to a slam, we just, whatever the heck flank. It's on my left right now. It will become his right when he turns around. Or no, it'll become his left when he turns around.
Where the skull is.
Right.
Yeah. And so when he goes to slam, we'll just rotate to the other side, and then we're not, because when he slams in the center behind him like that, then there's a smaller wedge before you end up in front of the boss, and he likes to parry a lot.
Yeah.
Biggest concern is that he yeah, well, there's just no space for us to stand, really.
Well, he doesn't, as far as I can tell, he does not do any kind of frontal cleave or cone or anything like that.
No, but you don't want to put it where the tanks are. If possible.
That's true.
Someone sounds happy.
Yep. Farragorn, can we get the cookies?
That'd be cool. We
Thank
have
you,
one
man.
of those? Everyone.
Tipsy, we're gonna stand in the back, right? And you're gonna be like here where this thing is, this stone cookies.
So I was told to stand. Yes, baby, it's cookies. Where the way Grong is currently facing, I was told to stand behind him.
Well,
right in front of the stairs.
How about we aim for you guys to be kind of near where the green portal is? Because that still gives you range to hit either the ads that might show up there with an interrupt. And then that puts you a little bit close. You know, the melee will be kind of on the other side of Grong from you guys, so there's not a real issue there. You're not up the tank's ass, so that there's not an issue there.
If we all kind of just are on the left side, does that mean he's just going to focus more on the left side?
Oh
And
yeah,
then we can
I mean,
slowly move
because
over to the
we
right
had that
side?
problem last night where it was like the melee were everybody was constantly having to move because he was always turning to put some kind of crap down in the melee because everybody was bunched up there, which means the healers aren't able to stand still and heal either.
Right. So if we all, not just the melee, not necessarily, so like the melee will be on the left side where Skull or Star is, and the range could be relatively in the back on the same side, and we'll just slowly move over.
So
to
here's what you need to know. Ranged, you never want to be near any one of these raid markers.
Right.
And you also don't want to be near where the boss is piled up, like right behind the melee or the tanks.
Right.
Because you want to drop the green things away from where the ads spawn. So like where I am right now, it would spawn a thing right in between two ads, but it would not spawn it on top of one of the ads, which would still allow us to interrupt that ad.
Well, yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that. I'm just saying that if we're all on one side, that makes it that one side is a no hit area. I don't know. If we do that too much, though, we might not be able to get to the ad when it drops.
You just need to be aware of
Also,
where your standing is a potential target for where green crap can fall.
Also, when the DBM says like 5 or 6 seconds, see these floaty ghosts that are floating around? That's the ad. You'll see him fall, so you'll know where he hits before he lands. He'll be kind of
Well,
targetable.
If you're looking in the right direction.
yeah, I was going to say,
Yes, if
most
you're
of the
looking in
time,
the right spot.
at least for half of this raid, there's going to be a giant gorilla ass in your face, and that's kind of going to be the entirety of what you see.
Right, right. But in general, if someone is keeping their eye out on them, they can see where they're going to
But
fall.
it will make it easier with all the raid markers up to call out, hey, that's at moon or some such.
Yeah, that helps.
It sure will.
Okay, folks. Ready check time. Bray, if you need to jump out for a few minutes, yeah, we understand. It's not a big deal.
Can Carrie, Leanne, and I stay back here if Sibsy's not going to be?
Well, yeah, you just need 2 people, and you guys just need to kind of hang out next to each other.
You know, hug.
Yep.
Braid each other's hair. Talk about boys. Kidding, mostly.
Yeah, I was utterly useless during that last one. Thank you, Stone. That's lovely.
What?
What are you asking for? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
He is really unhappy. Now, being more content.
Why are there beer kegs? What are we trying to do here? I'm not sure if I want to drink that beer. Don't know where it's been.
You've clearly never been to college.
Well, I have been to college, but we didn't have mystical beer parties that appeared out of nowhere.
I thought that's what frats were.
Clearly, you didn't go to college in Wisconsin.
It's a spirit drum when you mouse over it.
I went to Ohio State. It started at the beer party, and then we had mystical riots occur.
At U of W, do you have mystical beer fights or mystical beer parties with cheese?
Nope, not cheese. Just lots of beer. And not even good.
Okay.
You guys all right?
Yeah.
Crisis averted.
Just had to give him a shot of Jack, huh?
She'll never admit to that. It wouldn't
Decided
be
nothing
wise.
that's around.
Yeah,
and was
don't
straight
admit to
tequila.
that. That would be bad in a court of law.
Right.
I joke about this stuff because I don't think anyone's ever going to take me seriously.
I've known people who would take you seriously.
Whoa, that's kind of close. Is there a way we could move the boss back a little further so the range isn't standing so close to us?
Easily.
Yeah, we just play some police and watch them get uncomfortable.
Fear coming soon.
I need a buddy.
Don't keep running, Riari. The tank was already with you.
I dropped a totem. Hopefully that worked.
I ran over and got on Nigerian.
Thank you.
Remember,
2 coming.
just... Did we forget that the melee can stand on this other side over here? Was that the plan or not?
We just all happen to be on this other side at the moment.
You could, yeah.
We're gonna move back here in a minute.
Don't stand on the marker, please.
Kind of feared and stuck right there.
Feared it's because you weren't with your buddy.
I got next.
Right, I got next.
I need a friend.
Ow.
2. Yes,
stack.
2.
Nadirian, back up. Okay,
Fairly Ann, please back up some.
now you come back in. Once the tank lands, you come back in.
That explosion nailed
For
me.
soon.
Got it.
I took 2 smashes in a row there. Sorry about that.
No, it's my fault.
Two. And we're down too much DPS.
Okay, let's wipe it, folks.
It's standing bad. I'm just gonna stand on top of the melee.
Yeah, that was what killed me. That explosion.
Yeah, because the tank takes less damage if you're further from the boss, but you also kind of want the tank basically right next to you once they land, in case the fear is like right afterward. It doesn't really hurt you at all if the tank lands on you.
the main thing that you want to worry about is you want to run away from the boss and you want to run away from the ad in case the tank will still have threat when he lands. You do not want the boss being pulled to the ad.
Yeah, well.
It definitely hurts if the tank lands on you.
I just had Graf land on me. It was 1/3 of my life, which, yes, is a fair chunk, but it's not like some of these hits, which are a 2/3, 3/4.
No, if he lands right on you, it's 140 TAG.
Oh, I didn't take nearly that much damage, and I didn't bother moving. So, whatever. He died, so...
Your range also matters.
Oh. Because Graf certainly died from it because I didn't run away from the boss.
Are healers having a hard time keeping up on that?
Damage.
Are healers having a hard time keeping up with the healing on that fight? Is it difficult?
I don't think it's that so much. It's that I'm so far back that there's just people I can't reach.
Well, and that's going to happen. I mean, you're going to just have to heal the people you can.
We should be using our own personal cooldowns for most of this fight.
Definitely, you're going to want to save, your health stone or whatnot for the slam.
Riria, how long does it take you to get back tranquility? How
3 minutes.
Oh, it's the same as mine.
Unless it's talent.
Nigerian, what are you doing on the? Can you do anything? I honestly don't know.
Paladins have an AoE heal that they use. Can't remember the name of it.
So he's the third one. Okay. All right.
I can switch to healing. I can switch to healing. I have 2.
No. It's not bad. I just want to make sure these.
Well, no. The reason I offer is because I actually have 2 things that I can drop that save people. I have the Spirit Link Totem and my AoE healing as well. Spirit Link will probably save a lot of issues.
Well, I mean, I think as we clean it up, I'm not saying having a 4th healer doesn't give us more leeway, but as we clean it up, damage should decrease.
Because we did better with the interrupts that time, but I think we still missed 1 or 2 on the first mob.
And Carol Ann, thanks for staying with me. Otherwise, I'd have been.
Okay, looks like everyone's gotten their food.
Is Riaria my buddy then?
I think so.
Okay.
It can't be a pimp slap card.
All right,
Paladins
so
can't
I need
use
to
staves.
be clear on one thing before we pull. Which side is the melee standing?
We're going to start on the side towards the circle. And then after the first slam in the melee, we're going to switch to the side towards the moon. And we're just going to hang out there until he does the slam. And then we're going to transition back.
Okay.
We're doing it as lazily as possible. If we don't have to move, we're not moving.
I don't want to be on the side that's opposite of the other melee. So that was what I was asking about before.
Yep. So yeah, we're going to start circle side. I'll put a Dorito on me.
Front. X.
Going. I got next. Well, I had it. Someone else took it.
Got it.
Stay on the square side.
Just follow the green triangle.
2.
Issue.
Use personal cooldowns if you have them to heal.
I've taken
Orange.
got next.
I'll get the one after Bunky.
Oh, get that away from us.
Two.
Should be close enough. Moon.
Here soon.
I got next.
I'll go after Bunky.
You have a chance. Oh, ow.
Two. Here soon.
He's by yellow. I got next.
I got next.
I've got nothing for the next step.
It's okay.
I'm down.
I got 4 seconds.
Bigger question: can we get a living tank again?
3.
3.
We do not have a battle res.
I got feared before I get it off. I'm gonna die here. He's too far away.
No, we get it. It's gonna be a wipe anyway because we can't get the tank up.
Yeah, we need to not be losing people earlier on too.
Yep, that too.
No worries. We'll practice that some more.
And we had like what?
All
like
in
3
all,
casts,
that was a much more
3 casts
solid
from the
attempt.
ads got off, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, for healing for this because of the whole cooldown. There's not enough healers for the rotation of the cooldowns, is what I'm saying.
It shouldn't be an issue.
But it is.
We do sometimes run into that problem of things that shouldn't be an issue being an issue.
Isn't that the definition of this raid?
It is a problem in progression because people are not
Part of the
totally
problem is we have a lot of people taking a lot of avoidable damage. Like a lot of people are getting hit by the melee slam when it explodes afterwards.
Well, that is a problem.
And that's
not the only one
though. The bigger issue is all the avoidable damage because a 2 slam will probably not kill you if you're at full health. It's the damage you took from something else prior to that or after that that kills you.
Yeah, the 2 slam does about half your life in damage.
Right. Well, another thing is that during the slams, the healers have to use a healing cooldown to keep everyone alive. And by the time, like just in that last situation where we could have had a
What
healing
Quinn's
cooldown,
saying, what Quinn's trying to argue is that if we can go into the slams with basically 80-90% raid health, nobody will die from the slam, even without the healer cooldown.
But yeah, we could, but it would be a lot of stress for the healers to keep everyone alive after the slam.
Well, I mean, probably the most DPS raciest part of this is killing the ads in a reasonable amount of time.
Yep. And then me not letting, and I'm not doing a good job of getting over to the single tank because I've been trying to make sure I get over to the ad.
We were basically
We got
covered until
feared though, and that doesn't help because then we were all out of sorts there trying to figure out which way do we face the boss. Of course, then he slammed right behind himself. You know, that didn't help the coordination part of it.
And please, when you see where the ad has dropped, if you call it, that lets melee that are blocked by the big butt get there faster. There was one that I took 3 turns before I finally found it. I had to turn around 3 times.
Oh, that's just practice for Jadefire Masters right there.
Oh. No, because I'm doing it the wrong way for that.
We're going on the shorter count.
Star.
I got next.
Well, that's not a good start.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I did not get an alert for that.
You have to rely on your alert. You're not paying attention to what the boss is casting.
Yeah, we found even on normal his alerts aren't very accurate.
Two.
he may still complete his thing.
Eggs.
Everyone out of the green.
Where is it?
Green. Got a cast off.
Did he? Alright, well, I got next.
I got the next.
Wesley's got the next.
Tank down, and we just barely battle raised.
Right, let's stand in green and wipe it up, because I don't think we have a
let's put it
BR.
up.
%, Fred. I got this.
So what was going on? Because was that graft that we lost twice, or was it one each?
One each.
So what did we lose you guys to?
2 bestial smashes, and then just through coincidence, I had 2 of the dots, and then I got thrown, and by the time I landed, the dot killed me while I was
Gotcha.
stunned.
Hey, Quinn, do you mind if I go heals this time just to see if there's a change? Or do you want me to stay DPS? Because I'd like to try it with a healer, as a healer.
I'd actually like to try it with a healer as well.
So, I'm going to switch.
Yeah, we'll try a 4 healer and see what we get.
Ria, which rotation do you want me on the healing? AoE healing?
Why don't you be third and let Nigerian be fourth?
Okay.
Half the time I don't know which one I'm doing.
You're second, right?
I'm second, but sometimes I'm get so focused.
No,
I
no,
don't
I get
even
it.
know
I get it. Sometimes you lose track of which wave it is.
So I guess it would be nice. Well, it comes up and you have to do it. You know.
Look at it this way. If you don't do it and then we all die, it was probably your wave.
Well, the minute I see death now, I go for it.
Now, I have a spirit link totem that heals, well, it keeps everyone normalized.
Well, those people in its area of effect, which will work for the melee.
Which is basically the melee.
It would be basically for the melee and tanks for, I don't know what situation you want me to put that down on. Maybe the first? Or wait, which is the
I mean,
I
they're
don't
going to
know.
get progressively more dangerous as we go on.
So in a situation where there's going to be 3, I'll drop. If we get 3, just let me know when there's a 3 going off, and then I'll drop that on that one.
I thought like 2 times ago we had a pretty good run with that one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hit 34% is what I saw on the boss's health when we finally keeled over. Which, yeah, it was good and solid until we lost our coordination. But what made it hard was we had also lost somebody early in that attempt, which meant we didn't have the BR up to correct for the mistake that we made later in the attempt.
Get in position.
Skull.
I got next.
Get the next. If it's there.
You have to stay near me.
Yeah, I forgot.
Tranquility's too early.
I didn't do it.
Yeah,
No worries.
2.
Is this me?
We're going to live. No, it's not you. You're the next one.
Oh, I did it.
Well, then Bunky's getting bumped up one.
I'll do it on the next one. You guys let me know. Is it the next one?
It'll
I'm
be the
on?
next one.
Orange.
I got next.
Dang, lag spike.
Fear coming.
I may have been early on that. Sorry.
2.
Sorry about that, guys. I was early on mine. So I
Raid health is still good. That's all I care about.
We're still learning this, no worries. Everyone's still up.
If you wait until Quinn says a number out loud, that's when you need to do it.
Yeah. Sorry about
X.
that.
Red. You're soon.
I got next.
I got next.
Thanks, Boomkin friend.
You guys are way.
2.
I got off.
Did you turn off of me?
Yeah, I was off by the number of.
Okay, no.
Skull.
I got next.
I'll get next healer cooldown.
Thinking of Deering.
Roaring eight.
2.
Riyadh, if you could back up a little bit towards us, away from the map.
We want a hero?
Doing it now.
Add. Way by purple. Purple.
Are we harrowing now?
No,
Yeah,
once
go
we get
ahead.
back from the ad.
Feared.
Need an interrupt.
We're gonna have at least 3 on this one. Just so you're aware, healer.
I'll have a cooldown.
So everybody, you're gonna need a personal. Get back. Let's get back on the boss. Once melee are back in range, we can harrow. Let's do it. Pop personals. Ooh,
Yeah,
4 stack.
the boss was too far away. I had travel.
Yeah,
time
we get it.
range.
It's we gotta make do with what we got.
But he got 2 casts off though.
It's 6 million.
Hey,
Just
6
push
million.
him.
Go ahead, just burn.
Ignore
burn.
the ad if it comes up. Just push his ass.
Do what you can.
Dang it, got feared into the crap.
Ah,
It doesn't matter if the ad comes up. The ad has less health and does more damage, and yeah, you can't ignore the ad.
oh well.
So the ad has 1.7 million. The boss is still at 4 million.
Yeah. Well, and we lost a bunch of people right after I said to stay on the boss.
No worries. Let's go ahead and wipe it.
That was through my personal.
We had a good job there. Good attempt.
It was a 4 slam.
Yeah. No, that was a 4 slam. That was going to be
If you
brutal.
didn't have multiple cooldowns or whatever, you're probably going to die to that.
Yeah, sorry about my cooldown. I was early on that. I'll get it better the next time.
The 2 slams generally shouldn't need a cooldown.
Shouldn't. We're just doing it mainly to keep things sane.
It was still better.
Yeah, but then we don't have them later when we really need them.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, hey, now it's a 4 slam, and we need the stack, we need tranquility, and we need the priest cooldown, and we need the pally. That's part of the problem is like you want to be able to do the trivial ones without the cooldown, because ideally no one should die to a 2 slam.
Ideally, we won't get a 4 slam at all because we'll get a
we'll
lucky
be better at
spawn.
interrupting.
Yeah, we'll be better interrupting.
Well,
but we were also down in an interrupter because I had just died before that ad came up.
We've also learned what we can and cannot handle on Heroic. We're getting a better feel for our timing on the cooldowns we do use. We're good.
And we got it all the way to 8% even so.
May I be of service?
We have the boss's health moving in the right direction, so we need to keep doing that. If we keep doing that, we will win.
Yeah, so for healing this boss is kind of needed. I can see that.
Yeah, 4 healing is definitely proving to be the right
Again,
decision.
that's a matter of we're blowing a cooldown every single time, and we probably don't need.
However, Quinn, at least 2 of those cooldowns got blown at unfortunately, completely worthless times. We lived through the 2 slam without them regardless because they were already on cooldown. So, yes, we can absolutely live through those, but raid average health, even outside of those windows, was considerably better. And some of that, I'm sure, is people weren't standing as much crap, but some of that was also just the 4th extra healer.
I had an ADHD moment where I thought that I had taken one, and then Fiat had taken one, and then I needed to take it back.
And there's some times during this fight where the healers cannot be this far away from the fight, because if you're on the other side where Skull is, and we're all the way over here and the boss is between us, we can't. We got to move up to get to you.
No, that's true, and that's where it's a hint of where to be, not a straitjacket.
Right.
And that takes a little bit of effort on, a little bit of
4.
time and training on your part. as the individual to make sure that you realize that it's a hint. And then when the melee come back, you also have to back up.
Yeah. Well, I'll try and keep a distance between me and the melee. But there are certain situations where I just can't. All right. So you want me on the third one against Riot?
Can't even remember which one I'm on. I'm second.
I mean, if we hang on. If we can just do the first one with no special cooldown, then we should be golden for the entire rest of the fight. As far as we will
That
have a
would be
cooldown for
ideal,
each
but
and every
it's
single one. And
it's
the
so
way we
hard to
went
keep
into
you
that,
guys all at
the
full.
way we went into that first one, because Tranquility had already been blown, we didn't need it for the first one.
Nigerian, I would like to be first. I'm sorry, Riri. You're.
Well, yeah, you are first.
Well, Nadirian, yeah, switched it again, so that's fine. I don't care.
So we're trying to do it without it the first time.
Yeah, just like
Correct.
what.
In Riot,
So
I will try to mention over comms, that it's the second slam. If you hear Quinn say a number, that's because a slam is coming. If you hear him say a color or a shape, that means we have an ad.
And the number I'm saying is what I expected it to be.
And if he says a 2, we're basically okay.
Well, remember, I have actually 2 cooldowns, and if a big one's coming, I can do that on top of what everybody else is doing. It's that one that's after 12 minutes. It's gone.
Yeah, I'd say save Holy Word Salvation for like the final slam when the boss is like sub 30%. Because you're going to need to stack it with whoever is doing theirs at that time. Because it's going to be at least a 3, if not a 4.
Okay, it sounds like you guys have a plan.
It sounds
Okay.
that way.
Well,
So then you're gonna try and tell me when I'm supposed to.
Star.
All right, I got next.
Oh, that's how I get it first.
Yeah, let's not play that game. Because we need to make sure we actually do it right.
Roar came right off.
What the snot?
We lost both tanks.
Well, let's wipe it up. Standing green.
So what happened was Grafton ended up dying during the throw because he took at least one bite on top of that. And then on top of that, we had the roar immediately after the throw. So there was no one with me during the roar. So that made things a little bit harder.
You dropped like a rock. I had no chance to even.
Well, I had 2 bites, and I was at like 60% life when I got thrown. It took me down to sub 20, and then dots.
I say they're trying to keep you alive, and boom, boom, boom. I swear it was like 4 hits and you were dead.
That sounds about right based on what Graf's accounting.
Especially considering the speed of the ticks on that. Plus, when you're grabbed, you can't do any cooldowns while you're in his hand. You can do cooldowns during the while you're in midair or right before, but that's the only. So once you leave that hairy palm, kick your cooldown.
You go blind.
You go blind. You should shave that, while you're in there. Do a little trimming.
Actually, there are medical events where you can have a hairy palm aside from genetics. I knew someone who actually had the skin in their hand abraded, and they had to put it up against their stomach in order to regrow the skin because the epithelial cells.
That sounds so weird.
It was.
I've seen some really weird things, like someone who wanted to keep someone whose hand got cut off, and they had to keep it viable by stitching it to their leg in order to
Blood
keep
flow.
blood
That's
flow
all you
going.
need to keep that area alive.
It was really weird. Like, what in the world?
I mean, ultimately, it beats not having a hand later in life.
Yeah.
And depending on which hand you lost, it could be tough to beat.
10 seconds.
Hands on your knees.
We will wait until Wesley is ready.
Man, that leg, that knee on the leg, that hand on the leg was awfully handy.
If I get, especially if I get tossed with multiple stacks, or if Thea does, we'll try and call that out, because that's going to almost require a cool. It's going to require active heal.
Quick question: who has the boss first? The 2 tanks.
Typically, it'll be Grafton.
Grafton. Okay. I'll be giving you a Nito Frito buff.
You're good, right, Wesley?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Gammon will save us.
Grafton currently has 400,000.
Orange.
Pay for your crimes.
I have next.
Graft thrown. No.
Got it if it happens.
Yeah, I got
Fear.
fear.
Me too. Guess I got it close to you. You have to run so far.
Running.
Two. Skull.
I have next.
Got next.
Thank you.
Range, be mindful you are a little bit. Some of you are close to melee.
Green shrine. I cast.
I have next. Nadirian, move out, please.
Got it.
Fear.
I'm feared.
Card running with you.
Two.
Who's got this
Melee,
one?
let's group back up. I'm currently on the.
I do.
I have 2 bleeds and I'm getting thrown.
Fear.
Feared.
X. X. X.
My axe.
I'm on cooldown.
Getting thrown 2.
Somebody interrupt. Accept that. Thank you. Next one
I'm on
should be good.
cooldown too.
Heal feed.
Oh, stay alive, stay alive. Damn it.
Running with Quinn.
2.
Got it.
Getting thrown.
Fear will probably come right after the throw.
Stay with the tank, Wesley. Stay with the tank. Nope.
Ah,
That's all right. It takes a
you're
little bit
too
to get
far,
used
sorry.
to it.
Requires practice.
Green triangle.
All right, I got this.
Getting thrown.
We let one through.
Just focus on getting the next one.
When he's
Boom.
down.
Dang it. Can we keep him up?
We can. It's a wipe though.
Except for that. That's not gonna help.
I had to do it as soon as because
No, I get it.
Second hitter would have been a 4.
Oh no. It wasn't an issue with your thing. It wasn't an issue with the healer thing. It was just that's how the timing worked out.
We didn't hero there. Sorry.
No, I mean
We shouldn't have heroed there yet anyway.
Yeah,
We want
I
a
mean,
hero as soon as the ad dies and everyone gets back to the boss.
yeah,
Then-
and we had just basically started to get back to the boss, so
But
then
again, like any of those casts get off from the ad, it's going to screw us up.
yeah, now our range pivoting to target that to interrupt it quickly enough. Do we have a ranged interrupt on that side?
The problem is we're constantly shifting.
I was gonna say I try and stay on the far side of the boss so I cannot make it to.
Oh
the
no,
complete
and
other side of the
your
room.
job is just to make sure the skull, the whatever the heck are
Even
over
if I
there.
bring out the
good.
interrupt pet, the problem is it's generally not in range because the
Yeah, he's a
Felhunter, it's
melee
got a-
range. Or 15 yards or whatever. Yeah, I know. He's a short range.
Okay, I thought I was not supposed to let the tank land on me, and that's why I misjudged how far I had gone. Is that
Well,
incorrect?
no. Ideally, you don't let the tank land on you, but I personally have found it to not be quite the big issue.
Well, it wouldn't be for me, but it sounded like that was hurting the tanks too much. Landing on
The issue
plate,
is not landing on you. The issue is when you're really close to the boss.
Yeah,
Well, this is
Okay.
from
You
the
wanna be-
boss.
the
Got it.
amount of, as far as I'm aware, so someone call me out if I'm wrong, the amount of damage the tank takes is ultimately determined by how far the boss throws them. The further, the less damage they take.
Yes, that time I had an open lane and I could get way out.
Yeah.
But,
And
then
I have no
I
idea
should've
that
stopped.
what the damage you take is determined. I think if you're standing under the tank, it's fixed.
Yeah, I wasn't worried much about the damage I would take, but some of the other stuff I was hearing I wasn't as clear on apparently.
Yeah, so the big thing is we just don't want the tank to get thrown basically into melee range because they're going to take maximum damage then.
Yes.
And you also want to stick with the tank as they run back in.
Yeah, that's a practice thing.
So as soon as you see me land, or Fiat land, just run back to us and
Well, the
You have
problem
to-
was I was going full speed the other way. By the time I saw it, I couldn't get close enough to prevent the fear.
No worries.
Now that that's settled,
I
We
think
know
I
what
get
we
it
see.
better.
we'll
I
get it
mean,
killed tonight.
you can bring that, if you get the mark on your head, you can bring it kind of close to the tanks and they don't have to travel as far.
yes, but the tank takes extra damage if you do that. A lot extra damage. Enough that sometimes you can kill them outright.
All right.
I killed Graft outright doing that one time while we were in a wipe. It was amazing. I killed him pretty much from full health.
It's a balancing act.
Which is why I always try and ask questions.
X.
Horrible place for that.
Again, don't be on those markers ranged. That's why they're there.
I gotta get close.
I got next.
I can get next.
Nadirian, you follow the tank. Oh, never mind.
I've already been defeated, doesn't matter.
Wade, where are you, man?
2.
Fear coming in 5.
Add in 3.
Okay, please don't move that much right before.
Orange.
It was for the totem.
Someone else has to get it.
Yeah, and I blew mine there too.
We're golden now.
I need a body to help. Never mind, we're good.
Who's next on the cooldown?
2.
If Riyadh hasn't done it, it should be her. Backup card, thank you.
Far side.
Sorry about that.
I
Tanks.
have next. And I am letting him
Move the
go
boss
about
away from
halfway.
the ad. Move the boss away. That was way too close to the ad.
Oh yeah, this is gonna
Actually
hurt.
brought closer. Yeah, it's a wipe.
We're
If you're ever close to the ad, it gets a huge buff to his energy.
And because he gets the orb instead of us, basically.
Yeah, so that was what, 5, 4?
That was a full stack.
But yeah, you can never have the boss anywhere near the ad, so just wipe it up.
Jump in bed.
We could survive. We'll take her up. I'm not gonna let you die, man. Okay, maybe I will let you die. Move away from the head.
But yeah, you have to keep the boss away from the ad.
I think I did pretty well on healing there. What do you think, Rayat?
I got so confused. I didn't even know when I was supposed to do anything.
That's alright, I wasn't keeping a good count.
I'll do my best to call it out.
Okay, thank you.
Riot go would be very nice.
Rayat, go.
Or just Riot.
Understood. I'll do my best.
Don't screech Rayat. That would hurt my ears too much.
And she'll hit the cooldown the first time somebody calls her name in Rage.
I'll use Riot Go. That'll be the case.
No, not for every one of them, because then that would confuse me. If it was my turn and you said Riyadh go, I would get confused.
Funky shot.
Not to be confused with run, Riyadh, run.
Move, Riyadh, move.
Buff, Riot, buff.
Meow, Riyadh, meow. See Riyadh go.
Actually reminds me of a joke I saw on Reddit. What's Forrest Gump's favorite password?
One Forest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Did you hear about the guy that invented lightsabers? I hear he made a mint.
Well, I like this Carrie Leanne and Farragorn and Bunky and I kind of staying together thing.
Wow.
If it works for
When they
you
say
and
when
we
they
don't
say
miss any
range,
interrupts, then it works for us.
when they say range, stay a distance. That means non-healers. Well, I'm sure they mean the healers too, but there are times when we just gotta move up and keep everyone
Well,
alive.
and the thing is,
Well,
like
I was
if the
complaining because
melee
you did
have
it immediately before a fear.
if
Like
the
I was
melee have to
positioning for the
run
fear, and you ran.
out of
Right,
melee range
right.
of the
The
boss, we
reason,
don't care if you're there. It doesn't affect us.
right.
It's when you're, giving us the proctological exam while we're trying to dodge his other crap in melee, then it's a problem.
Well, the reason I ran up right before fear is because my tremor totem would have stopped it if he had actually pulled it off.
Well, if we're all standing there, we don't need tremor token.
Exactly. And actually, I don't think a single melee has gotten feared tonight.
I was earlier.
A single good melee has gotten feared tonight.
There it is.
Walked right into it.
And it did.
Moon,
Moon.
not chakra.
Someone else can get next.
I can get next.
Cool. Remember, Nadirian, to stay with your tank.
Two.
No one's turn. In the back.
Dorito.
Got it.
All right, I have next.
Roaring two.
Two.
That's
Riot,
your,
go.
Rear. You're really far away. Can't heal you. Too far.
Go ahead.
X.
X.
I have next.
Fear will probably happen right after this roll. Two.
Who's next?
Riot, go. No,
No,
Riot.
speed.
No,
Riaria. She's got it. We're good. Are we doing the Harrow after the next throw?
He has to be below 30.
Okay.
Yellow.
I have next interrupt. This interrupt.
Got it.
This one is me.
Two.
Whose turn?
yours. Sorry, Nadarian.
Oh, well, I think his turn. I threw it too.
I'm gonna need some heal.
Beard.
Healer down.
Moon.
I have next interrupt.
Okay, I've got 3.
After this ad, we hero.
That's scary.
Funky.
Yeah, he was probably too close.
All right then.
At least we have a system now.
Yes, we do have a system now.
So for the tanks, then, if the ads pop up on one of those near sides, you're going to want to drag them a little bit to the other side just to be on the safe.
Yep. Yeah, because... All right, so that's going to be run back, break time, and then murder him.
Yeah, I was responding to the fear, so I was trying to grab him back from where he was running to because Grafton had gotten feared.
Yeah, and I'd love to be able to say we could dedicate someone to just stand with the tank when they're on their own like that, but we just do not have the spare DPS at the moment.
We can kind of make it work. One of the range that rotates over, like Quinn's been doing it sometimes, can just run on top of us.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that. It's just Quinn isn't always available. And Nadirian, if you want to just pivot over to the tank when that time comes, when one, but the only time you can't do that, of course, is if you're the one targeted with the throw.
Which he is 100% of the time.
Seemingly, it's either him or Card.
When that
And Card,
happens,
your sacrifice of DPS is appreciated.
Is there a benefit to being further away from the boss during that time?
Yes.
The tank takes less damage.
Everyone else takes less damage based on how far they are from the point of impact.
Yeah.
We'll do food after we get back from break. If folks need to use the restroom and get a drink, now's the time.
I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Gotta run?
Yeah, I gotta run.
You gonna be alright?
All right, thanks.
Well, my arm hurts.
Yeah, the shoulder again. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop food down for everybody. So you can at least get something for the rest of this raid.
No, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Bunky.
Appreciate you being here, man.
Sorry I couldn't stay for the rest of it.
That's all right.
Do what you gotta do.
Happens.
No worries. Your health comes first.
I gotta go get some ice and some aspirin. And if it starts to feel better, I'll come back if you're still raiding, but...
Yep, we'll be here for another hour.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll talk to you later.
See everybody in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Can I get 2, please?
So greedy.
Yes, I am. Make it 4.
I'll hand them to you one at a time, like the auction house.
That's because you're a horrible person. Alright, I spec'd into the shorter tranquility cooldown.
All right, Wesley. You're the 4th healer.
That would be dangerous.
Nah, we should be fine with 3.
Just get on and start spurting nice words.
Yeah, now I can do a tranquility every 2 minutes, so.
Wow, I wish I had something like that. You know, this divine hymn just takes forever.
Well, and keep in mind, Divine Hymn also does like half the healing Tranquility does. Just straight up, it's just not a great. It's comparatively not a great option.
Well, I use it and then I follow it with a halo. That's what they said
That's
to
probably the
do.
best way to use it, yeah, because you'll get more out of
Yeah.
the plus 10% healing on everyone.
Well, it's kind of a shame we don't have Zarina here, you know, as some DPS. Then we'd have our whole group.
Then we'd have probably had him down on that 8% pull.
It's interesting because you'll see the Sims and they'll be like, yeah, this is the best, the best, the best. And then somebody will come back later, not all the time, but be like, oh, well, I took 3 of this Azurite trait and stacked haste, and it starts blowing everyone away. Because nobody had simmed that enough to even know that it was good.
Well, in The Sims, even when they try to put in some bias towards movement and things like that, they do still heavily favor things that only work well when you can just stand still and just, patchwork style.
Depends on the sim you look at, though.
Yeah, even the good ones are pretty bad about that. Either that or we just move way more than we probably should be.
Well, that's probably true. I'm just saying, like, the best raids probably have closer to the ideal uptimes.
I don't even know what my uptime is right now.
Not a knock on us, but we're not method.
I'm offended.
If at first you don't succeed, you're not Saitama.
I hear they do good music though.
Are we keeping the same healer rotation?
Yep.
Might as well.
You know, so Bunky will come back online and, you know, just to heal the third one.
Star.
All right, I have next.
I need heals. It's a 2 bleed throw. Beard.
Two.
Riot, go.
Dorito. I have next.
I'm getting thrown with a single.
Stay with him, Wesley. Good job.
Won't make the same mistake twice.
Didn't quite get out in time.
No,
Two.
my health was really low.
Riaria, go.
Get Riot up when she finishes dying.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I took too much. I was low when it happened. But
I have a table.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure.
Yeah, thank you.
Card, I just go to Aldi and buy the cookies there. And I can get them year round for $2 a pack.
So healers, real quick, the tank is calling out when they're getting picked up, but not only listen, try and watch for it on raid frames and your warnings and stuff, because they're definitely going to take a big spike of damage there, bigger than normal hits. And it's pretty easy with the bleed to die, like right when you land.
Okay.
Zombie combo.
Circle.
All right, I have next.
I'm gonna be thrown with a single bleed.
Weird.
Yeah, I died on impact.
He must have thrown you the other direction.
Two. Star.
Sibsies, buddy. I have next.
I'm gonna be thrown with a bleed.
Wesley has it.
Two.
Riot, go.
Ah, crap. I thought you said Ruriaria.
That's what that short cooldown's for.
Moon.
I have next.
I'm being thrown with 2.
Sorry, Fiat. I was out of range.
No worries. That was a mess. It was not anyone's fault.
2.
Or is this a wipe now?
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah, we're out of BRs.
Jump into.
Fuck Grafton solo tank, that's sure.
Hey, we had in the other raid someone tanked it like 40% solo. It just all depends on the
It's like
combos.
bleed.
Card, you're trying to live too? Well, I'm gonna die.
Well, yeah, you can do bleed, bleed, bleed. You can do any combination as long as it only has 1 smash. You can even do 2 smashes as long as there's a bleed in between.
You can even do 2 smashes if the bleeds first.
Right. If it hadn't been you, Fiat, it would have been me that would have been thrown in tag because I had bleed on as well. So I would have gotten the second one too.
No, I understand. I don't think, unfortunately, that we can safely have him swap from the 3rd event in that zombie combo before he targets for his throw.
No. It locks in the target for the throw with the 3rd one, it seems like. Or should I say, the 3rd one hits and immediately he starts channeling the throw.
Right.
Got one more table. Putting it down.
I have many wares.
Okay, I have 1 sanguinated feast in my bag so I can get the next one. I had to look for it.
I have a couple.
I forgot I finally got the 3rd star in that the other day.
I guess Quinn is healing.
It appears to be, yes.
Okay, so then it'll be Riot, Riaria, myself, and then Quinn.
Quinn is the 5th event, though.
Yes.
Are you still
Everyone is
dropping
ready.
the orb, Quinn?
Yeah.
He'll certainly be able to make sure he stays alive.
A skull.
Skull.
I got the next one.
Understood. I'll have this one. Assuming he gets it off.
Orange.
Alright, I've got this one.
Got it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Nobody got that one, unfortunately.
Caroline, you're a bit close to melee.
Getting thrown. Single.
Front. X.
I've got the next.
Riot, go.
Stay next week. Why not?
Did I end up with 2 of the smashes?
You did. My fault.
Smash. Death touch.
Moon.
Smash. Okay.
You already got a res, dude, right?
I have
I don't know
next.
what yeah, I don't know what you're waiting
Keep the
for.
comm clear, please. Wesley, you're next.
Yes. If it's needed.
Yep.
Okay, I need a buddy to stay on this side with me.
A little late for it now,
I mean,
Riaria.
I'm dead now, but
I got feared across the room and I kind of forgot to go back.
Riaria, get ready. Go now, please.
I burned mine by accident. Wesley, can you get the next?
I'm not even on.
Oh, okay.
Darn it.
You can get this one, though.
As soon as you get back, hero. Beard.
I got too many casts off. That was going to be a 4 no matter what.
No, I tunneled there. I did not see the
It's all good,
ad
don't
come
worry about
up, and so I was
it.
out of
Happens to
position.
everybody.
This will be a wipe.
Well, we did go higher.
Res is going out.
Probably should stand back a little bit, but anyway.
Who's supposed to be over with Sibsy?
I have no
Me.
idea.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
had
Now I
gone
remember.
back
Yeah,
there
you
with
said you
her.
got feared and then you just forgot to run back.
Yeah, because I got feared across the room.
It happens.
Feast down.
Thank you, Stone. Circle. I'll take this one.
Get the next.
Blue square.
Better move the boss.
I got next.
I'm going to be thrown with a 2.
Star. I got next. Please get graft up.
Got it if we need it.
Riot, go.
Circle. Somebody needs to get next.
What's got the first?
That's so did I.
Or the second, or whichever.
Alright, we're good.
Riaria, go.
Skull, front.
I got next.
I got next.
Beard.
Yep.
Just use it.
He's gonna be a big.
Hasty cloak of skill.
Did we hero? We going to hero?
Yeah, you can
You
hear
can
him.
go ahead,
30.
hero,
I need
but
some
we
help.
are still need to kill that.
Circle.
By orange.
I have this interrupt.
Next, got it.
Getting thrown with a 2-step.
Keep it up.
Any cooldown now for healing?
I got
Divine going out.
Thank you, team.
Was that his
Yes,
Yes.
that was the hard berserk.
ball?
He hit me
We had, it on
first.
we had it on the last one too.
We need these beasts knocked out of the air. Where is Mechatork with that new toy?
That's why we really can't afford to be for healing this. Not with this small of a raid.
Someone call for
396,000 damage.
Our incursion
At
point
least
is up
Opulence
ahead.
is easy.
Clear a path to the waterfall.
It is.
Everyone always says that, and that always makes me more afraid.
Hey, don't
At
you-
least Opulence is straightforward. You basically already know what to do. Just everything hits harder, so you can't
You have
ignore
the
shit anymore.
coordinates, High Tinker.
Yeah.
Fire
You
when
just
ready.
can't, well, like these, you can't make a mistake.
I'll get you
Well, I would
inside
say
the
we are good to clear
pyramid.
trash. So let's clear some trash.
Nice looking offhand, Riaria.
Thank you.
Many deals for a friend of the Brummels.
Stop what?
I said I was stunned. But it's all good, somebody got me.
Breach successful! I'll stay out here and keep the skies clear.
We've already scouted these halls and disarmed the Zandalari defenses. Our way in should be clear.
Yeah, Shaw, you need to put disarmed in quotes, please.
Okay, I'll balance this out. 1 sec. If memory serves, it was normally Rieria and Chakra on the right side, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Riaria was normally on the left side.
I remember
Chakra
Vitalist.
was healing. Oh well.
Chakra was solo healing on normal on the right side.
On normal, she was solo.
Yeah, on normal she was solo healing the fire side. That's not going to be quite as true on Heroic. Partly because she's not here.
That does put a damper on things.
Do we need a feast? Is everybody okay?
I think most of us
So-
lived that time, didn't
Odd groups go left.
Yeah, groups will go left. I'm just double checking the balance. I'm trying to fine tune it a little bit based on. Okay. I think we're okay, but actually, let me make one more.
So which group goes where?
Group 1 and Group 3 go left, Group 2 and Group 4 go right. Left, of course, is lightning, 2 is fire. Left group is myself, Faragorn, Zin, Caroline, Riot, Wesley, Nadarian. If I didn't call your name, you're going fireside.
I'm guessing Carol Ann is taking the ruby for the left side. Who's taking ruby on the right side?
I can still take it if I live.
Well, don't die then.
Okay.
Brian, what are you gonna take? The blue or the amethyst? Nidarian?
Say again, please.
Which gem are you going to take? The
Amethyst.
blue? You take the amethyst. Okay.
Quinn, which one are you gonna take?
Doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter to me. Just pick one.
Fine, I'll take the amethyst.
So range DPS takes the opal, right?
If you're not the ruby, you might as well take opal. That's all it is.
Yep. Which means basically all the melee takes the opal.
Yep.
And tanks already know what they're taking. We have 2 AFK.
I'm
fine.
here.
Okay, looks like we're all here. Watch the wall.
Hug the edge.
Watch the laser.
Oh, please don't run that across us.
Poison.
You are a bit ahead of us, so you're.
We won't be for long.
Okay, if you run that poison out, you gotta have heals. If you have to
If
run
you run
electricity
with it on you, you die. You have to stand still with the poison.
when you've got the electric that you're gonna drop.
Yep, unfortunately.
Okay.
If you have the hex or whatever, you can't run. That's different than the poison. The poison is just
Almost-
a gas in the room.
The only reason to run is if you have to leave rooms, basically.
Yeah, as far as the fire is concerned, you
We're
probably
lightning
stand
side.
there and
This will be a wipe.
Nah.
Okay, so when I drop one of those in melee, I'll be doing it right.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, that's fine, because that is definitely different than the other.
Yeah, well, on normal,
Than
you
normal.
can survive some of the damage while running. And it's enough that the healers can keep up. Not quite so true on Heroic.
Are you talking about the volatile charge?
No, we're talking about the Hex of Lethargy.
Yeah, I think you guys are talking about different things.
I'm talking about the volatile charge in the poison room.
Okay, that
Not
you can.
with the Hex
Okay,
of Lethargy.
Don't drop that on melee.
you can run that out as long
I ran
as.
it out.
Hang on. There's a caveat. As long as you don't have the Hex of Lethargy.
I did not, but I still died.
All right, well then that was just healing didn't keep up.
That's kind of
that's
what
what
I
it
was
is.
trying to make sure I was doing it right.
Yeah.
No,
Alright.
but if you get the volatile hacks, you
I'm
pretty
dropping
much
a
just have
feast.
to stand there.
That's different. Yeah, I understand that.
Feast is
This
down.
This is my last attempt of the night.
Yeah, it should be our last attempt anyway for the night.
Fair enough.
This time I'll have cookies.
Thank you for the feast and the cookie.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking that you pretty much had to have the Volatile Hex because that's the only thing that does a large amount of damage in that room. Because that's what kills me in that room.
Well, yeah, I can see that would be the main issue, but that even is in normal.
Yeah.
I need to rebuff like Fort and Intellect.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, I feel so smart now.
You should be.
Now I know I'm getting tired. I was on the wrong side.
And we still die.
No, I just mean for just now, not in the last attempt.
I had volatile charge twice in a row and didn't get healed in between, so.
Actually,
Let's keep pushing to practice, if nothing. Okay, it's wipe on my side.
Well, we lost both the healers. That
We
kind
lost
of
the
sealed
healers.
it.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't select them to battle res to save my life.
We shouldn't be losing people in the first 2 rooms. But that is what it is. We're all tired.
Hey, it reset.
Alright, so that's it for tonight, folks. We'll see everyone on Saturday. And in the meantime,
Thanks,
everyone
Sarge.
stay safe.
2 new
Take care,
bosses
everybody.
this week.
Be
Do
safe,
what?
guys.
Do what, Craft?
I just have 2
Thank
new
you,
bosses
everybody.
killed this week.
Yeah, that's true. 2 bosses.
I'll make a portal for people who haven't already.
The Horde army is
Finest
pushing
wares and
hard into
coats here,
Teradar
right here.
Sound. Make them regret every foot they set upon our soil.
Thanks.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.